I understand.
You want them to rub your back. Hey, nigga, I'll rub your back, man.
It's
like the feminine, the feminine.
I mean, nigga, that felt good to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I got me. I made
Hold on, nigga, don't be feeling good.
No, it wasn't. It didn't. Nigga, my dick didn't jump.
Wow. Why did you have to even say that?
Because
nobody was implying that.
I didn't say I made
No.
This nigga.
No, nigga said feel good. He was going there.
This nigga the one that said, my dick didn't jump.
It was like I got warm. Like it was just like a warm. It was to me.
So is that one of your love languages?
No, but I speak all of them fluently. But it's not. But it's something. It's not a love language, but it's a part of my life that has a void. So having touch of anything is, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. All right, let's get this boogie started.
I thought I started.
What?
All right, I didn't introduce, man.
A boogie?
I never know with you.
I don't know what that is.
A boogie?
Let's get the boogie started.
Let's get the dance. You know what I mean? The groove.
The boogie is a dance.
Yeah, it's a boogie. That boogie, you remember that back in the day?
Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Okay. Welcome to the Application of Knowledge podcast. Animated Mel, Chris James, Stephen Michael. We are on episode
79.
And we're going to have some fun today. There's
sure
a lot
we
of,
are.
There's a lot of things happening in the world, a lot of world that's happening and things.
World is always happening.
I don't know where y'all want to start. Where y'all want to
No,
start?
where do you want to start?
All right. We're going to start with...
It doesn't work well when we start.
Yeah, because we stay on a
Yeah,
topic
maybe that's
for an
why.
hour and a-
Maybe that's why, yeah.
Let's go to aliens.
I knew.
Let's
I'm surprised.
start with aliens because that's been like the talk of the town now.
Man,
like
these dudes.
it is everywhere that they're talking about aliens and
Crazy.
having interviews and questioning people of talking about.
They interviewing the aliens?
Well,
No,
I mean,
no.
they probably are.
No, we ain't seen no aliens.
Oh,
yet.
it's like what's the one with I think Mel Gibson produced it, the alien movie?
The signs.
World of the
Signs,
Worlds?
7 Signs
Signs is the one in the field.
with the crop circles.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Signs because in the whole movie you never see the aliens until the end, or no? Not
I don't
at
remember
all.
that movie. I just remember that I see dead people. Type
Like it's there, they're there. The aliens are there. We know they're there, but
Yeah.
you never see them until like
Yeah.
I think either at the end or you.
I don't remember that movie. I remember the movie, but I don't remember. I haven't watched that in so long.
Super old.
Yeah.
Signs had to come out in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
It feels like the 90s, but the 2000s don't feel like 23 years ago.
Ooh.
But
Right.
for aliens to be so, it's making me very skeptical because now they're
what?
like highly pushed in the news. Because dude, I literally had this thought. I was just like, we've been aware and having conversations about aliens for years,
Forever.
since before we were adults.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about this as things that we've they said on movies and people. They have the Bob Lazar, and they have interviews with people who work at Area 51, and it's been blocked up. We have all this information concerning that. And now in 2023, because the media talked to a politician, and he, I guess, kind of solidified that they're aliens, now everyone wants to just jump on this train of aliens.
Oh, but we're all conspiracy theorists. But all of a
Because
sudden,
they're making this particular one thing so potent and highlighted where it's just being on the conscience of everyone now. And so, like, when people talked about it back in the day, they're now crazy. But now that the media has affirmed it, now when you talk about aliens, it gains a level of curiosity and people want to know more about it. And so when they put it in that light, it's just like, man, I already see the narrative that's happening. This is something that has been consistently pushed to us when we were children. And so it's going to be in our minds. And now with everything that's happening in the world with, AI taking over and
AI's not taking over. Why you gotta jump to Skynet? It's just a tool That's just like
AI is starting, like really starting.
Nigga.
Why are you so offended?
Nigga, you don't see AI taking over?
No, you live in a different world than me.
Okay. Okay, well, explain.
And you
your
live in
world.
a world where aliens are being talked about all the time.
I don't listen to it. I mean, I just hear it's the main topic. You know, as far as the things that people like, a lot of stuff I don't consciously listen to. You know, because I understand the direction.
Aliens have always existed. So for me, maybe Steve, you, or whatever, it's like, okay, what are we talking about?
I mean, people in my world, like in my circle, they're like, bro, there's nothing new here.
Yeah.
Like this is something we've already known.
The only thing is, so what I think they're doing, this is the part the sheepies don't know yet. They're setting us up for the fake alien invasion,
right?
So that we can be a one world government or whatever. So what it seems like to me is with the and everything happening, people getting sick, genuinely getting sick from taking it, then you've got people dying off now. So now you got that going, and now you introduce the alien invasion, and you do the food scarcity thing. You got Bill Gates constantly buying up farmland and turning it into his little factories or whatever he's doing with it. So when you combine all of these elements, I could see things coming to a head very quickly, and them trying to basically throw a Hail Mary pass to get everybody on board. Mm-hmm. And also the one world currency, the digital currency too.
Yeah, it's a snowball that is currently building, and I just find it interesting because there's like everything comes from something, and there's a reason that aliens, as they've been depicted, have been around since before we were born, right? That's because they've known about them, and I don't believe that they're not going to look like these crazy monsters, that have been depicted. I don't think that's what they look like at all. I think that they would look similar to us in some way. I'm not going to say that they're going to look exactly human, but they're not going to look like we think that they are.
We think they're going to look like Greys, which is likely how they probably
Like
look.
a short, small, big
with the
head.
big head.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like Frieza. They look like Frieza.
Why you say that?
Because Greys.
Is that what people think that they're gonna look like?
Most people, when they think of an alien, they think of Greys, like E.T., almost like that type of vibe.
I would think that they would not look like what we think that they're going to look like.
I think they're going to look exactly, because you got to think, all of the aliens, they're usually creatures that live on this earth. Like, when you look at the different alien movies, they just take a creature that lives in the sea or something and they make it real big and now it's an alien.
Yeah.
They're not creating new things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not, with like Dragon Ball Z, you've got these aliens and they don't look like creatures that we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But when they do the movies, they depict real creatures because it resonates with us. Their anatomy. There's certain things that it's like, okay, that's obviously fake. Even though we know we're watching a movie and it's fake, but they want it to be real. So why not use a real creature? There's plenty of alien-like creatures in the water. And,
that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, Steve, I think that they actually probably, well, first of all, I think that there's different types of species. Like, we think humans, aliens, and the aliens look one way. No, I think we talked about the micro-human or micro creature that they found, and that didn't look anything like a Grey per se.
Yeah.
Granted, we only saw the skeleton, but you could just tell it was too small. It didn't have the head shape right. So I think there's different kinds.
I think that something that could be described or depicted as an alien, or as this continues to come out, and however long that it actually takes for it all to come out, I feel as though that they're, number one, they're going to be from the ocean or the inner part of the earth, and number two, they're going to simply, and I think that, and you kind of triggered this, I think that they're simply just going to be a species that is slightly altered from us with intelligence. I don't think that they're going to be this, right? Number one, they're not going to be, we came from outer space from a different galaxy. That's not what it is. I believe.
Well, you don't think what it is, or you don't think that's what the narrative is going to be?
No. I mean, no. That's what I don't think. That's what it is. They're going to say they came from outer space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, they're not gonna. We're gonna get half truths, right? Things enough information for people to believe it, but not enough for it to actually be the truth, right? So I think that aliens in general are they're already here. They've been here, and we have. They live under the ocean, right?
Under the sea,
right? Which the world is 70% water that we know of.
Right, like 75 to
from their
99%.
guesstimation, right? We're talking about 75% water. We don't know anything about the ocean. Like when you really think about it, we don't know anything, right? They just found that there was I forget where it was, but there was like 100 like killer whales or something that beached themselves.
They beat themselves?
Beached.
What
that
that
means
mean?
they came out of the ocean and put themselves on the beach intentionally.
Right.
Oh, so they can adapt to the beach or something?
No, so they can get out of the water.
Oh, okay.
Something was in the water that made them say, we need to get out of the water. So they beached themselves.
And those things are huge. Like, we can't even put them back in the water.
They're huge. These aren't just fish. These are killer whales. Some of the biggest sea
But they can't survive, though.
No.
Oh, so there's something scarier in
Yes.
the water. They're just like, you know what? I'm about to
Yes.
I'm about to commit suicide.
Exactly.
I'm about to
Something
just
that was so
drown.
bad that I'm sure that they didn't do it. I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose. They probably were just trying to get away. Then maybe, I don't know.
But hold on. Is this how would you know that they
How would I know what?
that they ran from something that was underwater?
I don't know that. I'm guessing. Why else would 100 intelligent killer whales? These things are smart. Why would they put themselves on the land?
What part of the world does this happen?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Wait, was this recent? Because they've been doing this for a while.
That's recent.
Yeah, so they've been doing this for a while on and off. Because a couple years ago, I
but
heard
it was
this.
it was
That was
100.
the most I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's a lie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that's something that was scripted.
I don't know how you would script that to force those animals to do that. But this is why I say that there's another world under the water.
Does that sound within someone's nature? If you're just underwater, you know what? I just want to go above water when you know you're gonna die.
When the Twin Towers were burning down, people were jumping out of the building in order for them not to die by burning to death.
Right, which is something that was planned, which they wouldn't normally do under normal circumstances.
I mean, I don't think that everybody that's inside of the building planned that.
No, people who are trying to survive,
Correct.
they're just moving in accordance to the things that's gonna, give
Correct.
them the best option to live.
Well,
So it could be the exact same scenario with the whales, or the whales. They naturally don't do this because humans don't naturally just jump.
Correct.
So there could be something that happens that's outside of the natural realm that would cause them to do that. So I wouldn't say that this is a natural occurrence if you have things that live under the sea going to the surface to die. That doesn't sound like a natural thing.
That's my point.
Yeah, that was his point.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because
He
I'm
said something caused them to.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they were running from like an alien or something like that.
I didn't.
I'm thinking that there's a human interference.
No, that's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay.
That it's in the ocean. We will do things. They recently just blew up like some sort of huge bomb, the Navy, and then put it next to a carrier to see what would happen. It causes crazy ripple, and of course, you're going to kill millions of animal life, right, or sea life. So that's something that we will do that cause the animals to run in the ocean, right? But if something were to happen under the ocean that does not necessarily come up and affect humans, it would then cause the animals to then do something out of their nature and then essentially commit suicide.
Yeah.
Right? But we don't understand because there's so much of the ocean that's undiscovered. We have no idea what's down there. So that's why I'm saying that I believe that it is another species of humanoid or human-like people or whatever, which we would call an alien. An alien, I don't know the exact definition, but an alien is just something that is it's something that's not native. I don't know if that's the exact definition.
A UFO.
Well, I'm saying so native would be like if you buy so we buy a Canon camera, and then you have a Canon lens. It's native. They're meant to go together. But if I put a Samyang lens on a camera Canon, which is another brand, it would be an alien type lens, right? Does that make sense? So, they could be. You think of like Atlantis.
What about the idea that they could be like Men in Black? You get aliens already inside the human form. You know what I mean? They're just programming it because there's some people out there who be looking a little alienish.
I mean, that for sure.
If you can clone people, then aliens could put on human face. Like, that's not a problem.
Human face?
If you have the ability,
black face, woman face,
face.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything's a face.
Everything
now.
is a face.
if you so in order for a soul to develop and exist, you have to have the breath of life.
The spirit.
Humans, I don't think, have the ability to do that. I don't think. I've never.
You mean breathe life into it? It has to come from an outside being or God,
right? I don't
Nature.
think that we can. I don't think that we have the ability to put life into an inanimate object and bring it to life, right? Like a clay doll or something.
Okay.
I don't think we have that ability. So if we don't have that ability, if they can create clones, where's the spirit coming from? That's basic, because something has to drive the vehicle. A clone is just a clone. It's just a thing that looks like a human.
That's a deep ass question.
So either you're transferring consciousness into these dolls or whatever they are, or something is inhabiting them when you create them.
Maybe. I don't know, man. Because if they're able, you think that they're able to clone like animals.
They can clone humans.
I mean, they could clone anything.
They literally have the ability at this point to, if you, let's say that you're missing a heart and you need a new heart, they can get a clone heart implanted. The technology is available and they're now doing it, but they're doing it on animals because it hasn't been approved for humans.
I mean, they've been doing it on humans.
Well, I'm saying like you're not gonna see Pfizer say, oh yeah, we can,
They're getting very close to that point, though.
Yes, it's there, it's happening. So if they can clone an organ and give you a living, working organ, it only makes sense that they can clone a person
because they're using cells.
Right.
That's what it's all made out of.
Yeah.
So if you could get the cells to organize into a heart, and the cells come from you, then you've got a heart.
I think okay. So to wrap up on the alien, the point, just question everything, and if there's any, if you see like any alien invasion happening in like the next few years, I'm telling you, man, you better be questioning, because it's going to cause a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear in the unknown, and just seeing how people are so easily manipulated by the media, they're definitely going to take advantage of you. So just second guess anything, especially if you see any kind of invasion in the near future. But to touch on the point that y'all are speaking about with when it comes to clones, did y'all see that Jamie Foxx is back, baby? He's back. He mentioned his health. They talked about his health. Well, he came out and talked about on his video about
I saw that video.
His health and everything, and which is, I thought it was pretty cool for him to come out and do that. I'm glad.
That video is much older than what people think.
Why you say that?
Because I just saw the video like last week, but I saw images from the video like 2 weeks ago, maybe longer.
I mean, that could be true.
No.
Yeah, because the thing he did with his eyes, someone had took a picture and I remember the post. It was like Jamie Foxx says he's blind or something like that. It was the same image, and I'm like, where'd they get this image from? And then the video came out, and I was like, oh.
I don't know about that.
I haven't heard about whatever you're talking about.
I don't know what y'all mean. You haven't heard about it. Like, I'm just telling you what I saw. I saw the image, a still frame image from that video weeks ago. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying I haven't seen that, whatever you're speaking on. But just because the video is the only thing that I saw in reference to that. Because a lot of stuff was put out there because people wanted to get the jump on things and just put it out there. But what do you all think about that video? Because a lot of people have been coming out and saying like Jamie Foxx has been cloned. Because if you look at the video, he's a lot lighter than his actual
Oh my God.
skin complexion. And people were just like, yo, Jamie Foxx been cloned and all that stuff. He even mentioned it like he ain't cloning or anything like that.
I'll say this. People are they literally see social media as real life, right? I mean, you talk about lighter. I mean, it's called contrast.
Yeah.
Like it is the light that he's under. Yes, his skin tone may be different. Clearly, he was sick. He's much thinner as well, right? So his face is very much thinner. I mean, he looks different. I'm not gonna say he doesn't. But at the same time, I understand sickness, and people can dramatically change when they lose weight. And unhealthily, he did not look like a healthy weight loss.
Yeah.
Do I think that he's cloned? I don't think so. Because the people that we talk about and that says, oh, he's cloned, like I don't know. I felt like that was Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? He was jovial, but you can tell he was tired. I felt like he had it was his spirit. Like I felt like it was him. So now I'm not gonna we don't have to talk about this, but that Kanye thing, because I've seen things of Kanye where he's like, he looks different. He's got looks like he's like wearing shoulder pads and stuff. You ain't seen no new things of Kanye probably a couple weeks ago?
He might be wearing shoulder pads.
I don't know. He just looks wild. And then his new wife or whatever, he's now married. I mean, I don't know. But that's a different topic. But Jamie, I'm glad that he made that video, and it just was so interesting that it's perfect timing. I think he still may be sick.
He is.
And he came out with the video intentionally because his movie dropped. And I don't think he really wanted to do it.
Yeah. He's sick. There's no doubt about it. So first of all, no, Jamie Foxx is not cloned. If he's cloned, he's been cloned a long time ago.
Yeah.
Second of all, let's just say that he has the problem we think he has, which is from getting the jab, and he has blood clots. If he has blood clots, I don't know if y'all have seen the videos of these morticians or embalmers pulling these clots out of people, but you're talking about material this long coming out of somebody's artery or vein or whatever,
a jelly like,
and it being literally like that thick. So if he had that building up in his system, and they had to actually go in, cut him open him up, pull that stuff out. He's not doing. I mean, that's not easy to just recover from.
Jeez.
Unless they have some therapy that is able to dissolve that stuff.
They don't even know what it is.
Everybody knows what. Well,
I mean,
okay. Well,
what is it?
The actual, it's the spike protein.
No. Oh, I'm saying the material.
It's the protein. It's the spike protein.
Okay,
it's causing. It's cells. It's a mutation.
Right. Okay. All right. No, that's what I was alluding to. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's a buildup of cells.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically is causing the body or the cells to manufacture this tissue. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the body's producing it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't really know how to describe it otherwise. Like, the body's making it. It's just it's the image or whatever, not whatever it actually is telling the body, hey, make this stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to give. It's designed to be intelligent, to provide programming. And this is why they're all of a sudden seeing this. I just don't understand how people see this stuff and they're not like
worried about it.
I mean, well, here's the thing. I think that part of it is because they feel like, well, I already got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they already
got it.
They do give up a lot.
I mean, because they don't know any better. And a lot of people are just following a lot of things, and it's like, oh, this is new. We don't know anything about it. But anytime you hear anyone, because actually in the Jamie Foxx situation, they didn't necessarily confirm anything.
No,
No.
it was intentional.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know if he actually went through with it, as far as getting the shot or whatever.
They didn't say anything, but we know.
Yeah, I mean, we know.
Yeah, we know.
They didn't say anything, and that would, he hasn't had any health scares prior to this, so you can only assume based on the information they're given, but considering the times that we in, it only makes sense that this is a situation. And I also think that as far as him being cloned, he just came out with a movie called They Cloned Tyrone.
I want to see that.
And he's in that movie. So
I didn't know he was in that.
You didn't? He's a
No.
star.
I literally saw it on Netflix.
Such a coincidence.
I saw it on Netflix. Bro,
that's what I'm
so
saying.
what do you wait?
That's
What
I'm
do
saying.
you actually say? Are y'all saying that it's a potential that all of this, the scare and everything, is just a movie?
No, I don't know. He's sick. No, he's actually sick.
I think something did happen to him. Now, I won't say that he isn't a clone because I don't know. But, I mean, I have the same sentiments when it comes to seeing that video, the way he interact and all that stuff. I was like, okay, it seems like it's legit him. But
Wait a minute.
we don't know a lot of information.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you didn't know this video was out.
He
This movie.
He stars in a movie about cloning Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
He finishes the movie.
Well, he got sick near the end of the movie. Oh no, I'm sorry. Maybe he did finish it, but
He had to have finished it.
Movies are always done before they're actually
but part of he had to get the shot during the movie in order to finish it.
In order to finish the movie.
Right.
Bro, this isn't even a blockbuster movie. Why would
How
you
know
even
that? They say that?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say that.
Okay,
This is the
because they
rumor.
didn't say anything. Oh,
This
is
is
it confirmed that he has taken it?
I mean, he has never confirmed it
But then how we know he has it then?
because that was a big issue.
That's just a rumor.
It's the rumor
Okay,
that
so
he had.
it's not confirmed that he.
Well,
has
I mean,
it.
you're
just assuming.
I mean, you can strongly assume this because this is what Hollywood is doing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Ice Cube he just turned down a movie for $9 million because he wouldn't take it.
Of course.
And Method Man, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, I bounced on Power because they was trying to make me get it.
Yes.
So we know that that's what they were doing.
So it's the norm.
Yes.
For things to get, if you want to move forward to produce a movie,
This is what
you would
they're
have
doing.
to get this. Okay.
the mark of the beast.
Yeah. So I guess it would be assumed that
It's
he
to be
got it.
assumed.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets this shot, and then he finishes the movie, and then he gets really, really sick, and then the movie. So, do you think the release of the movie was timed with him coming back healthy, or at least, or
No, I think the movie was all. I mean, they can release the movie, but the movie release dates come out early.
Yeah.
I think that he made a video as the movie released, even though he's not really good. You know what I'm saying?
when did the movie release?
I don't know, this week? Last week?
Yeah. Maybe like a week ago.
Yeah,
About a week ago.
It just came
Okay,
out.
so then this is what I'm saying. They saved that video. That video, he had been made that video.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
okay.
That video was old, but now all of a sudden, now you get to see the video because I saw still frames from the video. I mean, it wasn't like 2 months old,
Yeah.
but I saw at least.
I may have seen something like that because they talked about his eyes.
Yeah, I remember. It might not even. It might have been one of those little websites. You know what I'm saying?
But
But there was
and
also a Jamie Foxx impersonator out there, who got revealed or so.
Man, this is
So a lot of people been mistaking him for Jamie Foxx when it actually wasn't Jamie.
Well, the thing he did with his eyes was the picture. So
yeah.
were
I
talking-
think they were just saying they were just black,
yeah, his eyes were very black.
I mean, but the lighting wasn't the greatest.
in general the lighting was not the greatest, but they were still like
You think?
almost glowing.
You think he got infected by an alien? Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't know what's going on, man. All I'm doing, I'm just drinking my celery juice.
I'm just drinking my celery
Man, I'm
juice.
just trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to detox,
I'm
man.
growing my plants. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
Man.
worried about any of this stuff.
I don't know what the hell is the world is. What's going on, man? I can't get no girls. I'm just
All right, then what about the
I'm just
thoughts of what the girls got to do?
Nah, but we don't have to talk about them.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought them up.
Yeah.
No. We don't have to talk about them.
But okay, but kind of in the same line of Jamie Foxx, we heard what happened with LeBron's son, Bronny James.
Oh, I did hear that he had he go to hospital
because he,
Cardiac.
he's an athlete. What, 18, 19,
Yeah.
something like that, at the prime of his young life, and he went into cardiac arrest.
Bro. 18 years old. You said the prime of his life. He not only
I
is
don't think he's even quite in his prime.
Not only is he a child athlete, he's LeBron's child athlete, which means the care is on a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at LeBron's body and how he maintains his body.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a creme de la
From
creme,
birth.
premium athlete. He might not be the best basketball player in the world, but I mean, as far as like the training and everything he has available in the lifestyle, you think he's out there eating Takis and drinking Kool-Aid like we grew up? No, like he still has that, but he's eating different, and he has cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Like, seeing that news, and even if I was against a lot of stuff where people are like anti whatever, I'd be like, yo, something's going on.
So I mean, like, what else y'all got to see?
Right.
Like, something is going on. This is the most like talked about, high expectation, everything that he said as far as this being LeBron James' child. But you can even just equate it to what LeBron James does to his health. Like, look at all the effort that he puts into his health and how long he's able to maintain his career. If you think that someone like that, who's at the top of like the peak athlete,
athleticism,
of being athletic and taking care of their health, this is someone that you would never expect will have an issue with their heart.
I mean, athletes in general. I mean, even going back, last year, the year before, whatever, when we had the football players falling out on the field, right? I mean, we have never, ever seen players, and they're all heart issues, every single one of them. And it's just like, do y'all not see this? Like they know. The media is just not covering it, so then it does.
They're covering it. What they're doing is they're still pushing the shot. I literally was watching.
I don't understand. That's insane to me.
I'm listening to the Bronny because like they're people are obviously saying, yo, it's the shot. People are saying it's the shot.
Yeah.
So the news is like, okay, hey, cardiologist guy, is it the shot? And the cardiologist guy's like, look, there's a 1 in 53,000 chance that this happens. Okay, so it's rare. But when you look at basketball players, it increases. When you look at specifically black basketball players, it increases. It goes from a 1 in 53,000 chance to a 1 in 8,000 chance. Okay, is it rare? Yes. Is it extremely rare? We've never seen it before? No, it happens. It's like, yeah, it happens to the one player that like does cocaine or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The rarity of it is based on that person's environment and their habits, not LeBron James' son.
What's the dude's name that was messing with Chloe? Was it Tristan?
Lamar Odom.
Lamar. He ain't had no heart attacks. He was out there doing coke. He was doing H. He had the hose. He was in brothels all night.
My dude was on the bench like.
I mean, my man was going in. He didn't have no heart attacks. Like, I mean, bro, you're not going to sit. Listen, I have a brain. I'm sorry. You're not going to sit here and tell me because an athlete trains their heart. The heart is a muscle. Okay, let's get that. Let's first of all say that. The heart is a muscle. It has the ability to, of course, grow, but it also has the ability to get stronger, which means that it can sustain more stress. The whole cardiac system has the ability to get stronger. This is how they can run up and down the court all day long, right? Their bodies are meant to take that type of stress because they train for it.
Yeah.
It is primed for it, and especially at that age, right? I mean, I can look at my 7-year-old. He can run forever. Like he's 18.
I can run faster than him.
I'm
Sorry, it's competitive. Like, you can race right now, cuz.
Well, you may be able to run faster, but he probably be able to run longer. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Man, shut up. How you gonna compare that? Anyway, but they're made for this. So I'm sorry. You can miss me with that. To say that, because he's a basketball player, they have a higher risk. What? I'm sorry. It would have, in my head, that's like saying that, okay, that's like saying that someone who goes to the gym has a higher risk of tearing his pectoral muscle than somebody else. Well, he trains it, right? But what is the rarity of it? It's very rare. But what it also does is it makes you more resilient to anything pec related. If we're just using that as an example, so yes, is there a higher risk because you're putting it under so much strain? Of course, right? But is it going to happen to all these basketball players, all these football players, all these? No, unless there's an intervention, unless there's something that is causing it. So that something is a shot.
I will look at the history of LeBron's family, just in general, because anytime you think about anyone's health, it's similarly tied back to things that happen in their family. How consistent has it been in LeBron's lineage in his family where people have these issues where they go into cardiac arrest? Now, obviously, everything, it doesn't, if you come from an unhealthy family, it doesn't mean you're going to, have these issues or not have these issues. It's also based on, your life and what you do. But if someone doesn't have a history of this particular illness or this type of thing that happens to you when you exert yourself physically, then come on, bro. There has to be different elements outside of the DNA that influenced your outcome when it comes to your health, because there's nothing that you can tell me that will make me think that anything that his workout regimen, the effort that he's putting in, just practicing. If you're just practicing and you're in practice and you go into cardiac arrest, what is his history of going into cardiac arrest? Prior to the pandemic, what was his history as far as having these issues with his body? I guarantee you won't find anything. But then if you look at, because I don't think they told us if he was actually shot up or whatever. But if you look at the history of, him taking it up until this particular point, there has to be some give because it's not adding up. And a lot of media outlets, they aren't talking about it. They aren't talking about this particular topic as far as him past. I'm not sure if it's out of respect for LeBron. There'll be people talking about it, but not
anything out of respect.
Not like official, a Stephen A. and Ryan Clark and people who legit go over and analyze sports. They are not talking about it. They're not. And I watch these shows actively. All the different sports podcasts. They're not talking about it. So I'm thinking that maybe there's something that's being pushed from the higher ups.
Of course, but this is the point.
Yeah.
All the news media is controlled because that doesn't make sense. The way that we're like, oh, this is shocking. These commentators would be like, yo, this is shocking. And they would be probing and asking questions. People want to figure stuff out. So, they're obviously controlling the narrative. Now, here's the thing. You talk about history. When we look at history and we look at what Kyrie was doing, during this entire time, Kyrie was I'm not getting that shot. I don't want it. I'm not getting it. And I don't got to get it. And what did LeBron do? Did LeBron support Kyrie? Did LeBron kind of say, hey, man, people need to do what's right.
LeBron got the shot.
LeBron got the shot.
Yeah, because he made a tweet years ago saying that he's going to do what's best for his family.
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
exactly.
And after research, they decided to.
Okay, so then if they decided to get the shot, then everybody got it.
Yeah.
If the head gets it, why Daddy got it?
Why wouldn't he? He believed it. He believed the hype. And when he did that originally, when he did it originally, I said, okay, so either he is lying and he's getting paid to say this, or he just plays basketball. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. He plays basketball. He's from Cleveland. He wants to do some things for his hometown, but he's not.
He's not in
on
this
that humanitarian world. Type. I'm open-minded.
He's not in that Kyrie world.
No.
Maybe that's why they had problems.
And I think that's probably. And I think that I'll speak for myself. I think that I've looked at him that way. Oh no, LeBron got to know what's going on. No, I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't.
And that's probably why they have problems.
You would think that someone of that level would know.
That's the assumption.
Because it's assumed, because if we were on that position.
But I think that's because that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Right? 85. Erykah Badu, we talked about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu said this. I don't know where she got it from. 85% of the world's population are followers.
Okay, I've seen this.
10% of the world's population are leaders. 5% are observers. LeBron probably falls within a follower role. He's a leader in basketball. I'm not saying he's not a leader as a person, but just because you're a leader doesn't mean you don't lead people wrong. Right? Mm-hmm. So the ones that are observers are the people that are shunned. Those are the people that are looking and they can see both sides. They can watch everything and they speak out. And the people are like, oh, no, we don't like you. That's a person like Kyrie, right? Someone who will come out of nowhere and be like, hey, this isn't right. Right? And then those are the people that are really like shunned. Now that also doesn't mean that you can't have leadership qualities or have the ability to follow. But he when it comes to the world, he walks the line. You don't get to where you're at. You don't become a billionaire without walking the line in some way at some point. So they said, nah, we need these big people to get these shots. And LeBron is one of the people that could have paid a doctor to give him saline.
Well, a lot of people were doing that, and then they got caught, which is weird.
I don't even understand how you get caught.
Yeah, like that's real.
He's got so much money. You're right. Hey, listen, doc, come on. Someone his doctor he works with, personal doctor, come on over. When the doctor gets down, sits down, take phones, everything put away. Hey, man, we're not taking a shot. If you need to squeeze it out in the air, if you need to put something in my arm so it has blood on it or whatever to prove that you put this needle in my arm, put saline in it. Right? So it's basically an electrolyte shot. My family's not taking this, but put us on the list and I'll pay you $100,000. That's what I would do. Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's what I would do. If I was in his position as a figure, like not Stephen Michael's, no, I'm not doing it. But if I was him, and I know what I have on the line, I know what I'm trying to do, yada, 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 I would pretend. I would lie.
I would too.
But I would not get it.
Yeah.
But I think he got it.
I probably just wouldn't get it and tell other people not to get it. Because if you're in
his
you
position,
would Kyrie it.
Yeah. I mean,
but what if you were LeBron? Kyrie's not LeBron.
The thing is, if I was LeBron, I would go against it because he is the top. He is the top athlete.
But you also understand LeBron. Right, LeBron has done multiple things for his family. He's a family man.
Yeah,
he's been like this since he was 18.
Okay, right.
So he's it's kind of hard to say with our mindsets to be in LeBron's position because LeBron being a billionaire and him going from because like if you watch his interviews, you can tell that he's been trained since he was that child. Up until this particular point, so he has someone guiding him,
molded.
They're molding him in a particular direction, and so because there came times where he was starting to speak out against China, and then the NBA was just like, "Hold on, cuz, like we gotta." This is why Candace
don't like him.
Yeah,
this is exactly why Candace don't like him.
Yeah,
she's like he is. And when she came out to speak about him, I think it was the pandemic. I think that was the topic. But when she came out to speak against him, I was like, hold on, Candace.
Black Lives Matter, I think maybe
maybe it was before the
Might
pandemic.
have been Black Lives Matter.
Okay, yeah, I think that was it. Black Lives Matter.
Because he was on that Black Lives Matter stuff too.
And then Candace was like, wait, LeBron, what are you doing? Like, and then she realized, oh, he's not
what we think.
He's not what we think.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I don't have nothing against LeBron.
I don't either.
Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do to make your life for the family and everything. Like he's a basketball player. We should not be looking at him like, you know what I'm saying, Shree or something like that. Like he's a basketball player. If you're
telling him to shut up and dribble?
See, no, I literally was about to say I hate to niche him down like that.
No,
but we have elevated him.
He's a basketball player. He's not a philosopher or a revolutionary or I don't know black leader in the community. He's not.
He's a basketball player that wants to give back.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah. So not shut up and dribble.
No, he could talk.
That sounds like shut up and dribble to me.
Wow.
No. He's a basketball player.
No. I know what Chris is saying.
Like, it's okay. Jamie Foxx is an actor. Like
we have
these aren't.
And comedian.
We have exalted him.
Bro, I would put RZA up there. Now that's different.
Islam?
Yes.
Okay.
If RZA went out and was like, "Yo, guys, look, this, everybody's died. Get the shot." Then now I'm like, "Wait, RZA."
Nah. Yeah.
That would be where I would be like, "Wait, they cloned him. Like something's wrong." But LeBron, it's to be expected. That's why when Kyrie didn't walk that line, we're like, "Okay, Kyrie."
Yeah.
It was a shock that he didn't go along with it. It shows. It shows.
Well, they say the NBA is modern day slavery.
It shows his morals and his values and his character. And in my opinion, it's slated. You know what Kyrie's on.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyrie's always been.
I know he has,
He's always
Mel.
been
I'm just
on
making a point.
Does Kyrie have a family?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he has.
He married to
and all
one of
that?
them
2
Kobe
kids and a
Bryant
wife.
girls.
No, I think he married to a sister.
You said one of
She
them Kobe Bryant
real
girls.
light skinned though.
Kobe.
I don't think she's white, but I think she's mixed or something.
I think
Let's see. Mel will do an analysis. I'm talking out the side of my neck. I don't know. I just saw the picture and I was like, "Yo, she's really light."
I mean, light is okay.
I know she. I know that is.
You're saying because of who Kyrie is, you would assume he would just be with an African.
No, I wouldn't assume
Oh,
it
no,
was
she's
with the
definitely
African.
black.
Let me see.
I mean, she's light skinned though. She
mean,
might be mixed with a little
She's
something.
mixed.
She's gorgeous.
I don't know if she's mixed or not. I just saw her.
Picture, she look a little.
No, that's just the filter and the. You know what I'm saying? But
Look,
I can see
look,
why you.
All I know is I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's definitely melanated.
She's melanated, but it could be a question mark.
She could be like from Colombia.
Colombia.
Hey,
Get
Colombia.
get one of them. You know what I mean?
Man, our boy
But
John
yeah,
is going there.
But yeah, man.
man.
I hope everything's all good with Bronny James. Hope he's.
Yeah, me too, man. I don't want to.
He's the next. He's the
That's
next big thing,
dude. That's
supposedly. Well,
that's
besides
crazy.
the-
I just want to see them
Wembanyama.
play together.
Yeah,
That would be dope.
LeBron is literally I think that he's literally holding off as long as possible. Like he's literally like pulling himself back a little bit so he can give himself a little longevity. But he's supposed to be going into the league next year or the year after, or this year the year after.
But we'll see though, because now it's he came out with a tweet, which was I think is cool, just saying like, hey, thank you for all the prayers and
Ronnie?
no
LeBron.
Oh.
LeBron came out with a tweet saying thank you for all the prayers and energy and all that stuff. And
You know they got Bronny on house arrest. He's not allowed to say anything. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
of course. I mean, that's
Because
Is he still
if
18?
he's 18.
Yeah, he's still
so
18.
If he comes, he's like, "Yo, y'all, I got that shot, da da da," and I think it's a wrap because
Yeah.
he lives in this world.
Yeah.
There's no way that he hasn't heard the discussion between the shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's.
Shout out to Bronny James.
Yeah, shout out to Bronny James. Shout out to you, man. Did y'all hear about James Aldean?
Yeah.
You familiar with that? He's like a country star.
Who said who's James? Who's that?
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Wait, is that his name? James?
Jason, sorry. I was just talking about LeBron James. And,
Disrespect.
disrespect.
Man,
But
you better put some respect on his name. He's a big name.
Jason Aldean,
He
like
is
a country star, but
Not like a.
he's got a lot of feedback for his video that he came out with. It's called
negative feedback.
Small Town or something like that. And he's basically talking a lot of political stuff about. It wasn't a bad song at all, but he had video footage in there that was happening around. I showed a lot of stuff of people like disrespecting the flag and then showing riots and
It's like BLM, Antifa,
yeah,
a
just a
bunch
lot
of
of
stuff.
footage. And a lot of people were saying that video was racist towards black people or.
I-
And I'm just like, what? This is if you were to see the video, even listen to the lyrics,
Ain't nothing to even say.
you would just
It's-
literally watch the video and be like,
I don't
okay,
I don't see anything.
like what's the problem? But it's the fact that in the video that it was kind of like saying, "Come to my town and try to do this stuff. Let's see what happened."
Okay.
'Cause-
Okay, I see how they're putting it together.
But he's a country star. But like, bro, they made this because I didn't even know who the hell Jason Aldean is.
Aldean.
Aldean,
Put
whatever.
some respect on his name.
Nigga, you put some respect on his name. You
I'm
keep
just-
defending him.
I'm just he is a very I mean,
Okay, how large is he? Is he like a Garth Brooks?
yes.
Is he like a Taylor Swift?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Whoa.
No, he's not.
Are you
He's
crazy?
not Taylor Swift status.
Mel, you don't know.
First of all,
You
he's
don't
been
know.
around.
Exactly.
First of all, he's been
I would
around.
know about him. He's probably been around for years.
Do you listen to country?
Not actively.
Oh, okay.
His whole
but
demeanor changed. Wow,
I'll
man.
listen to it, but I don't go out of my way to. I don't listen to country. I ain't know about Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I don't listen to country. I know about Garth Brooks and Tim McGraw. I never heard of Jason Aldean.
He is just as big.
Okay.
What's the lady name? Reba
McEntire.
Reba.
But
She's
the reason is because you know them is because they're older. Country was bigger then than it is now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's the only difference. They only have a few really big country stars now. Country's fading out.
Who killed?
They got
country
Lil
music?
Nas X.
There you go.
Who killed country music?
People like Taylor Swift, who are sometimes they do country. They're pop country.
Yeah, they're not. She's not.
They're not real
She's
country.
but she's not real country.
She's
Yeah.
not country anymore. She said it years ago.
Oh,
Man,
all
listen.
right.
But they're killing their own. They're killing their own country.
What is it called? They're cannibalizing themselves.
Yes.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Oh, so anyway, Jason Aldean. Somebody sent me the video, and they said, she said, watch this video. She said, I'm really struggling to find racism in this video. She was white, and I was just like, I said, okay. I said, I don't have any problem finding some racism if I need to. So I watched the video, and I'm just like, I don't see it. Like, I can people. She was like, people are so upset. They're up in arms. They're trying to cancel Jason Aldean, saying he's racist. Da da da. And I'm like, well, who is saying he's racist? I said, because no black person is going to watch this and say, oh, this is racist.
Black people don't watch country anyway.
I mean, that's number one, but it had nothing to do with us, right? Even the clips, there were probably only 1 or 2 clips where there were black people even in it. Mm-hmm. Most of the clips were number one, women or white people. He's not talking to anyone black. Mm-hmm. He's not talking to anyone, right? I mean, he's not talking to any of us. He's saying, this is a political statement. He's saying all this stuff that y'all are doing out here, the riots, all this stuff, come try this in a small town. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get away with it. We're going to fight you back.
Yeah.
We stand on our beliefs. We have morals. We have values.
and they're a family community.
Small towns are family communities. He's not talking. It has nothing to do with race at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have not watched anything about it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the narrative is or how they're spinning it. I just watched the video. I listened to the lyrics, and I was like, how do y'all get racism out of this? I said, y'all are just, that's the media trying to spin something so that, we can get black people behind it and say Jason Aldean is racist. Now people just automatically see it, and they're going to see what we tell them to see.
Yeah.
So if you go into this thinking, oh, yeah, this is racist, you're going to find, oh, yeah, this is racist. He's talking about black people. No, he's not.
They always need us.
We have power.
They always need us
Because we're
to do
easily
something.
to be manipulated.
Well, people in general are easy to manipulate, but there's a specific reason. We're supposedly, what is it, 13%?
Yeah, we're supposed to be super minority.
We're super minority. We're stupid. We always kill each other and all this other nonsense. But you need us to buy your clothes. You need us to consume your products. You need us to join your political movements. The women's right movement, the whole feminist movement or whatever. It didn't really catch any traction until black women joined. Mm-hmm. So they're always trying to drag us into something that they're doing. They even got to have us voting.
Yeah.
Because the whole Obama came probably the year after the lowest amount of melanated people were voting. Because I remember after George Bush and like Kerry, we was like, and then the voter die stuff. We was like, man, we ain't doing this no more.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the voter die campaign, that was them trying to push us to vote. Why? Why do you need us to vote?
Oh, that was with Diddy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And have you ever seen anything like it since? No.
Yeah, it's interesting. Why do you need us so bad if we're so small? No, because we're not. The census is lying. We're nowhere near as small as they say we are. We're much larger, and we have much more power. So they needed us to get behind it by calling it racist. And as soon as black people hear something's racist, they want to jump on it. Mm-hmm. So
I'm just like, bro,
it's just like, bro, y'all want to cancel a country star. Y'all don't even listen to country. And then even when you listen to his music, it's like, I mean, he's not racist at all. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Like, that would make me just want to support the dude.
It literally made me go listen to more of his music.
I almost, and I'm still on the fence about it, but I'm running out of time. I was like, yo, I'm gonna vote for Trump this year.
My man.
I was like, man, I think I'm going to go out of my way.
Actually, I like Trump. I rock with Trump. But
I learned some new stuff, Mel.
you learned something?
I learned some new stuff
Okay.
about what Trump did when he was in office.
I mean, obviously helped the black community more.
No.
Okay.
Trump.
What Trump did? Because I'm about to go ahead.
One of the things he did was he bankrupted the United States, or the USA, whatever. You know, okay, we all know that the America is corporations, all corporations. Whichever corporation was the United States, he bankrupted that nigga. Now it's the office of the White House. The business is now called the office of the White House. Like, Trump was doing incredible things behind the scenes. Stuff that y'all you just never would have known. Like, I knew I liked Trump. I was like, he's entertaining, fake news. Well, even the fake news thing. What other president told you guys, look, the news media outlets are lying to you?
Yeah.
Like, no president has ever done that.
Hey, well, JFK.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I've been listening to a lot of RFK.
Robert.
Robert F. Kennedy, the son.
Is he right? He's not running, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's running.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
I didn't even know he was
a
running.
lot of stuff that
I know who
RFK
RFK
is talking about
No, I know who he is.
is literally things that will get him killed. Literally, because
Yeah, he goes hard.
he's talking about the exact same stuff his fathers were talking about.
He goes hard.
I'm just like, yo, if I would be okay with RFK or Donald Trump because
Are they in the same party?
No,
Oh,
no,
RFK isn't.
He's running as a Democrat.
Oh, he was Democrat.
He's running as a Democrat.
Okay.
And
Wait, was JFK Democrat?
I think so. You probably have to
I
double
don't
check
actually
that.
know.
But everything that RFK's talking about, how the CIA, how his father went in there and see how the CIA is corrupt.
Yes.
And they have like 800 offices like around the world in like every other country like China or I think said Russia. They have like one CIA type group within their their faction. But America has 800. And so JFK, he saw a lot of this stuff and was just like, all these cats, they wanted him to go to war and kill people for a war that they had no issue. They had no need to be participating in. It's just like two countries going into war, and America's just like, all right, what we about to do? Just like, bruh, this doesn't involve you. He's like, yes, whatever is happening in these other countries, it's horrible, it's bad, but just because it's happening between them, you don't need to get involved. Like, you don't have to place your hand in all these things. Go ahead. You have as far as...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he was a Democrat.
He's
JFK,
Democrat. Okay,
yes.
okay. And so he was talking about a lot of things as far as, them literally just creating chaos. And JFK was speaking against that. And this is the same rhetoric that RFK is talking about.
Interesting.
Not only that, JFK was bringing. He was about to create the greenback,
What was the greenback?
the American dollar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And of course, with the central currency and everything going on right now, I don't know. I mean, the money is a big thing. The only real money you have is like silver and gold anyway.
Right.
But because the fiat currency is not backed by silver or gold, none of us have any actual money. We have legal tender. So money is supposed to be minted by Congress. Congress is supposed to control the money. So coins are money.
Yeah.
But dollar bills are not. And it's very confusing because you could take a dollar bill and get coins, or you could take coins and get a dollar bill. So you think they're the same thing, and they're not. They're two different things. So coins, they're not necessarily real money per se, because I don't think there's any gold or silver in them anymore. But they are they're not legal tender like a dollar bill.
Yeah. They had RFK was in the hood, man.
He was out in the trap.
He was like, there's this podcast, it's a battle rapper that his name's Matt Hoffa. I think it was in a barbershop. like talking with the people, telling them all about.
But
the
here's
I know
the
all
thing,
about
man.
RFK.
Democrats, though,
No, RFK.
he's
different.
He's built different.
Okay, so
Because this is what they do.
No.
no.
RFK
He's
has been
different.
fighting for a long time. RFK was him and Dr. Batard were pretty close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like RFK's been speaking out against the vaccines.
He's on the list of like the dozen,
the Dirty Dozen.
the 12 people who are like on the same list as Rizza Islam.
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
on that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people
Yeah,
that they're
he's
trying to kill.
So we got two good options then.
That's what I'm saying.
One on each side.
One on each side.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
if
whoa,
it
whoa.
came down to it, I would
Whoa,
be
whoa,
an
whoa,
RFK or a Donald Trump.
What
man.
if you had? What if it? Okay, so what if those were the last two options?
Oh man.
I guess we get to pick between the
Yeah.
lesser of two
Yeah,
goods,
yeah,
huh?
right? Yeah, the lesser of two.
I mean, we can just throw our hands up and just see what happens.
Just let us see.
No, let's just see what happens.
You know, that's very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'd still go Trump because Trump has a track record as a president and what he has done.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would say Trump, because Robert, he's pretty legit in my opinion. I mean, he goes hard, and his voice is all weird. I don't know why his voice is so messed up.
Well, he has a spasm, like it's a voice spasm that it makes him talk like that.
I wonder if they did something to him.
Possibly.
He's damaged.
Try to strangle him.
Yeah, or they tried to hit him with the jab.
Because like it's hard to listen to him at times because
for
his
real?
voice is not
It's
pleasant.
really bad.
It is
It's
hard
really,
to
really
listen
bad.
to him. But if you get over the voice, a lot of things that he talks about, because he's like, it sounds like that the
Yeah,
entire time.
the whole time.
Because he was on Joe Rogan and a few other podcasts.
Can you understand him?
You
Yeah,
can understand
you can make
him.
out what he's. You can
It's
understand
just
him.
very annoying listening to him.
Yeah.
It seemed like something that someone would do to a person who wants to speak the truth.
Yeah, sounds
a
like
punishment.
somebody tried to take him out.
I could see that, but he spoke about it because a lot of people would ask him. Like,
Do you remember what what he said? He had a disease.
it's
or
a
something?
spasm or something. I can look it up really quick, but it's like a voice spasm.
Has it been like that all his life?
Not all his life. It hasn't been like that.
And something was
They
done
tried to
him.
take out his lineage. JFK. They tried to take the whole lineage.
But see, that's the thing about the Kennedys. It's like, okay, y'all keep getting killed apparently, but yet you're still doing the same thing. Like they're just like, well,
It's called spasmodic dysphonia. The exact cause of spasmodic dysphonia is unknown. However, most cases result from a trigger in the brain and nervous system that can affect the voice. Sometimes it is caused by psychological stress.
I could tell you what, man. He probably got a viral infection, and stress is making it worse. And something that'll help him is celery juice.
Oh, but something that I did want to talk about.
I think I'm joking.
Nah, because I was smelling that celery. I was like, oh man, it's a little strong.
Yeah,
But-
man, that's that
herb, man.
You know what I mean? This is a herb.
I like herb.
oh, we know.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
But that song that I was talking about with Jason Aldean.
Welcome to a small town. Try to go ahead.
So the world was up in arms and they're crazy about that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this other song that's out right now
Oh shit.
that a lot of people are rocking out with, but they happen to be from the hood and it's not the most pleasant song.
I'm sure it's not.
Y'all
We
heard
don't-
Pound Town, right?
Yes.
You heard,
familiar.
you heard
Sounds
Pound
familiar.
Town? Bruh.
That song is disgusting.
Bro, the thing is, I said this, it's not a good song.
It's
at
not
all.
even catchy. I don't think it's catchy.
Eh,
You think it's catchy?
eh.
No.
It's
I can respect.
I feel like Charles Xavier.
I can respect catchy, right? Like WAP is catchy,
Wow.
but
yeah.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
definitely.
Yeah.
WAP is catchy, but I mean, even there's a lot of these female rappers that I don't like their lyrics because they degrade men, but their songs are catchy.
But I can read you the lyrics to
You gonna hit us with one of them?
Okay, hey,
Yeah.
Mel, do it right, man.
Do it
Come
right.
on, do it right.
all right, here we go. Oh.
Wait, give
oh,
us the who's the artist?
Oh, the name of the artist is Sexy Red. It's a female artist.
Oh, it's a okay.
Sexy Red,
okay.
Pound
I
Town
thought
by
it was that
Sexy
ginger
Red.
girl.
Mel's about to read Pound Town by
Ice.
Sexy
About
Red.
Ginger
to
Ice
read
Spice.
Pound Town by Sexy Red. Here we go. The lyrics go like, I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Where the niggas? I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing, nigga. Come and suck a bitch toe. Pound Town. Just left Pound Town with my nigga. He just took a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga dick a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga eat me out. Pound Town, just left Pound Town with my nigga. He took a bitch down. That nigga dick a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga eat me out. I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie daddies. Where y'all at? Where the niggas that get ratchet? My son need a new pappy.
Wow.
Too many bitches. Where the niggas at? I'm trying to get my coochie scratched. Yeah, I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. You know them dreadheads, they do it the best. I like a nigga with a check. All my niggas give me neck. You know I'm sexy. I'm the best. I mean, that's the gist.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
That's literally the entire song.
And then it just repeats.
And then it just is the Pound Town. Okay. But niggas is rocking with this.
This absolutely disgusting.
My coochie pink. My booty hole brown.
Bro, it made me cringe listening to you read it. Like, I mean, there were parts that were they're just like, they were so ridiculous I laughed. But this is like,
bro, people are going crazy for this. But then I think, like, in our generation, we've had crazy songs. My neck, my back, you know what I mean? Lick my snack. Then you have big booty holes. I mean, like, we've all had our generational songs that are toxic and not anything that are pleasant. So this is just another iteration in this current generation time to get an influence of this BS.
I don't like this.
You know, but the thing is, like, people are more upset over Jason Aldean, but they're not upset over this. They're completely okay with that. Completely okay. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just getting, you know, more older and I'm growing in my age and wisdom that I'm more offended by this type of stuff. Well, not necessarily offended, but just like, why is this a hit, or why is this music?
You have artists out there. I could put better lyrics to that song.
My coochie pink. My booty hole brown.
I mean, I could come up with lyrics better than that.
Yeah, but the whole lyric game went out the window when mumble rap started coming out.
I mean, it's just like, dude, like, you're not even saying anything. She's not saying anything. What do you?
My coochie pink. My booty hole brown.
It's disgusting.
I mean, that's a nice observation, though.
I mean, I don't mind.
I mean, she has a pink vagina.
I mean,
if she said my vagina brown, my booty hole pink,
I'd be like, wait a
like,
minute,
hold on,
you got something backwards here.
You know, but the like, I just see the hypocrisy that happens in society where we're okay with creating messages that are very, I mean, it's derogatory and it puts men down. It promotes the women empowerment movement of, like, you don't need a man type of vibe. And it creates that promiscuity,
I was about to say,
you know, that happens within our community. But they don't go into crazy uproar. People just laugh like, ha, ha, ha. People are cool with that.
Yeah.
You know, but see, now I understand the offense that some of these older people who are more conservative, they're like, yo, we got to stop listening to this. This stuff is crazy. Because what it's doing, honestly, it's creating...
It's programming.
It's definitely programming. It's creating a narrative, and it's pushing us in a direction away from actual intelligence and things that will benefit us in the long run versus things that are entertaining and just fun and that'll keep us on this low vibrating frequency that's empowering the things that are holding the black community back.
Here's the thing I'll say. Because you mentioned that we've had our songs. I get that. This is worse. And I'm sorry. This is not like a Steven thing. Like,
is it worse than neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack?
Yes. I'm talking about holistically, where music is at. And,
like currently in this generation.
And yes, it's worse. What is being said, the raunchiness of it, the level of it, right? Because when we talk about raunchy, like, you think of, you know, you only think of a couple of different female artists, right? Because female artists are the ones that are the raunchy. You know what I'm saying? Right? You're talking Lil' Kim, you know,
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, make it.
No. I'm talking about previously.
Trina, Foxy Brown.
Right. I mean, so there's a couple, right? I can run a list, and I don't listen to music like that, especially female artists. And the popular.
You don't listen to female artists?
I said like that. They just come on my music.
Because I'll be here to tell them totally different.
No. Well, there's their playlists. They just get stuck in the playlist.
I know I'll be here to lie.
It's not that I go out of my way to listen to them. It's when I listen to one song, it may go into others, and I just don't change it.
No.
I don't actively go looking for Sexy Red.
Ice Spice. What's her
You're
name?
stupid.
Ginger Spice?
I just
She's terrible too.
she's not a good rapper
Not at all.
at all, and she's pretty,
Yo, I didn't say nothing
very
about that.
pretty.
She's definitely bad.
but she is not a good
Horrible.
rapper. And people are elevated. The funny thing is, like Drake, he actually made like a little sub song. It wasn't necessarily directed to her, but based on the time that they took a picture together and he came out with a song, he said something like, niggas is trying to do a track when they verses is whack, you know, he was basically referencing her because, like, nigga, she can't even rap.
Yeah.
Like, she can't rap at all, but she's just pretty. But
All she does.
Oh, she was trying to get on a track with Drake.
yeah.
Drake's like,
she's a big name because they've just girls. Oh, God, they support so hard, and like, bro, there were these girls. So we talk about that Carly Russell situation, and as y'all, what you probably have seen by now, maybe you haven't seen, but she got arrested because she lied about the situation.
of course she lied.
No, she didn't. She's the truth.
And
Support black
her
women.
We
mugshot-
support black
her
women.
mugshot came out. And
I saw the mugshot.
You saw the mugshot? You
Yeah.
see the mugshot?
Is it
Okay.
cute? I can look it up.
Yeah,
Look it up.
yeah.
But her mugshot came out, and if you look at I think I saw it on the Shade Room or whatever, and you just look at all the comments under it, and it's all support.
Oh, she
I
ate.
mean, there are. No, I'm not saying all support, but the masses were like, y'all need to stop attacking her. She just needs help. she needs somebody to love her. Yes.
Yeah, she ate.
Now, does
It
that
looked
look
like it looked like a school.
Like a photo. Yeah.
like a school
Does
picture.
it look like a mugshot?
Why is she happy? I mean, but honestly,
Because she's
if I
getting
was
paid.
to take a mugshot, I would smile in my picture though.
She's
No.
getting paid. That's why.
No, you wouldn't.
She doesn't look like she have any pain in her eyes.
Bro, she looks like she's taking a
No.
school.
Unless
You-
she's a psycho. But
You would not smile in a mugshot.
I would.
Do you?
No,
think-
I would.
Do you think?
I've
okay,
actively thought about
Mel,
this.
you've
if
never
you-
been to
if
jail.
You understand? Thank you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
If you're going to jail, it's not a good time. You're not going to smile.
I understand that, but I'm telling you,
I don't think you.
I don't
would.
want it. I don't want any of my pictures to come out of me looking sad.
Okay,
I
well,
don't think that.
I
there's-
wouldn't just be like, "Hey."
What are you gonna just? What are you
like,
gonna
I'm
hit
in
a-
jail.
maybe
I'll
you
probably
hit a
have like a little
grin?
smirk or something.
I don't think that you
Mel,
would.
you've never been inside a jail.
I've been inside a jail, but I've never been to jail.
No.
Well, then you.
no.
What?
What are you? You're gonna go pick somebody?
No,
up?
it's not the same.
I know,
Okay.
but I've been to.
No.
Mel,
if
it's-
you're getting arrested, something traumatic has happened. You're not going. I'm sorry. There is no smile. There is no happiness. There's no. It's even if you don't.
All right,
give,
you know what? I'm with you because I don't want the universe to test me and be
Thank
like,
you.
"All right, cuz,
Yeah.
you want to smile in
You
a
want to
mugshot?
smile in a mugshot?
No.
Let's go.
Here's your chance.
No.
You know what?
I have
Ain't
never.
happening.
I have never seen. When I saw that, I said, "That's not her mugshot."
Justin Bieber smiled in his mugshot.
He's
Okay.
on drugs.
I think it was drunk.
That okay. Well, she's sober. This
She
was
was sober.
for 8:00 in the morning.
She is
sober.
sober and aware. This is a whole different thing.
Like she looks fucking crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, I had to add that on there.
She does.
I had
She
to add
does.
that on there. She looks crazy.
She does. What are you smiling for? What do you have to smile about? Now, obviously, you have to be a certain level of crazy to do what you did
Yeah.
in the first place. But remember, what did I say? I said even if she's just a random girl doing this, it shouldn't have got the news coverage that it got.
Right.
What did I say? So now it's making me think she's getting paid. Why else would you be happy?
Bruh.
She getting paid. Something's
There
happening.
were 2 misdemeanors. They're gonna maybe going after restitution. We don't know what's happening at this point. Of what they're gonna go after, but
I mean, if people gave to a cause that they didn't, that's on them.
I mean, but the point, not even besides her, the fact that the support that she got on that picture from people pissed me off.
That's insane.
Would you see this at on like Instagram or?
Yeah, Shade Room.
Okay, let me check it out.
They were just like, oh, I can't. You're like y'all can say what y'all want. She's pretty. I said, I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I mean, she's a 5. She's average.
Yeah, she's
I'm
average.
not gonna say she's ugly.
If she lost a little,
Yeah,
because she's a little chunky too, right?
Yeah.
She lost a little weight. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not. Nobody said she's ugly. Like but that also makes it worse that you actually are halfway okay looking. But I'm like, ain't nobody writing home. Like, bro, I'm not going.
She's an average looking girl.
But I don't. But it was crazy because they were just like, number one, people. Oh, and she don't even have no makeup on. Yes, she does. Y'all think that she don't have makeup on? She's dressed. She went to court first thing in the morning. She knew she was going to turn herself in. What woman that's getting national attention is going to go in there with a bare face, no makeup? You're going to, maybe she's not gaudy or done all the way up.
She's not glammed.
Right,
no.
she's not glammed, but she got foundation on. Right? She's got enough to make herself look presentable because she knew this picture was going to go around the world. Everyone knows it. So why would she not do something? They're like,
well, that's why she smiled too.
Oh, it's exactly. Like, oh, it's the skin for me. Like, are y'all? I said she's crazy.
Skin for me. Wow.
What's wrong with y'all people?
Wow, these people are.
I mean, you see it. Look at Mel's face. Look at the comments.
I mean, a lot of people they're not like. They saying Carly Smollett. Sad thing, this girl should be in some type of facility getting some help for her mental health or lack thereof. If she was a different race, the concern would have been mental health first. Zero fucks given. If zero fucks given was a person, she almost got away with it if it wasn't for us pushing the issue.
for the meddling world.
That's that trying to hold it together look. Pray she gets help. It's given. Hey y'all. I don't hear a lot of support. I just hear people saying that she look crazy.
Okay, well, listen. When I saw it, it was the first day.
All right.
It may be, you know,
I could filter it and try to but I'm not.
It's not even that serious,
yeah,
Mel.
I
don't think he's lying.
I know. I'm just saying.
I think he's
because there's thousands of comments, 50,000 comments. But I'm just saying the ones that I saw were talking about the same thing that we're saying. Like she looked crazy. She's like, ain't no way this was done at the DMV on an episode of I Did It For My Man.
Roasted her. See, the comments that I saw were in support. They were talking about how pretty she was, how good she looked. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, even if, like, first of all, you are not that good looking to be that crazy. That's number one.
She's met the chart doesn't support that.
The chart's not charting, right?
It's
like,
not charting.
In order for you to do something like that, you need to be around an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, probably a 9.
Like you are supposed to be I'm not saying that you got to be a housewife or stay home, whatever, but like you should have a good personality. You know what I'm saying? Like you look to the point where you need to have a personality to kind of back you up a little bit.
Well, not in this day and age, because she's a 5 adjustable. She's an adjustable 8.
Jesus.
So she really actually
she's a 5. And
she's a 5, but she's an adjustable 8.
You put that glam on and all that, the lashes, the wig, all that. You go from a 5 to an 8.
That's the problem because she basically.
No,
Mel, no.
You see.
You.
I'm saying
when I see that stuff, it's unattractive. It doesn't look good.
We're not talking about. We're talking about the average person in general.
It's a complete
people
turn
see
off.
that in the club in darker light.
I'm like, ill.
They're going to say, okay, damn, all right, what's going on over there?
In picture, it looks cool, but in person, you can see it. It's just like you can just see all the cake.
Bro, I've gone on dates with girls where you can see glue in their hair, and it's just like. This is so trifling.
Like, why is this acceptable? Why do you think this is attractive?
Because
it's not attractive.
Men keep having sex with them.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Because men keep having sex with them. So, and men are going to do and say what they need to get sex. So, even though we know, I never sat and talked to a man, any one of the homies that said, I like wigs or I like this or XYZ. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. Right? Maybe they say, well, I like a woman that can switch it up. Whatever. But in whole, I've never heard a man say that.
Like, damn, I can't wait to meet a girl with a face full of makeup.
Right.
I can't wait to see a girl got fake hair and fake eyelashes and fake
fake nails, fake booty, fake all like,
Fake
and then have
booty.
the nerve to say that our beards are like makeup, bro. Are y'all crazy? This grows naturally.
You know what I mean? Like
Like,
bro,
Like, how are y'all going to possibly compare a man's beard or lack thereof? Right? I can't grow Chris's beard. His beard's way thicker than mine. Right? I can't just say we'll grow more beard. And I couldn't even grow a beard until about 3 years ago. So y'all can put makeup on. My daughter uses makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't compare the two. But they're going to keep doing it because they're going to keep getting reaffirmed by men. And the men are going to keep giving them attention. And you have men like us that'll say, no, I don't like that. And I'm not going to talk to you. If I see a girl's page on a dating site, she got filters on and all this makeup, just swipe left. But for every one of me that swipes left, you got 10 to swipe right.
Try 20.
Right, yeah, exactly. So
60.
It's never going to change. We're the odd ones out. And I look at it like I don't try to change the world or what is happening. I just simply go for what I like. And that just ends up being that I like all women, but I'm going to go for women that are more natural. So whatever color they fall under, whether they're black, brown, mixed, white, yellow, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go after the features that I am interested in.
get him, Steven.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're going to Colombia, man.
black
Passport
first,
boys,
so,
man.
All right, let's talk about one last topic, which is
One more?
Andrew Tate and Candace Owens. I mean, I know both of y'all didn't see the interview.
All right, go ahead and talk
but
to yourself about it.
You all are aware of it, but there's not necessarily a lot of new things that. Well, actually, she did bring up a lot of new stuff that a lot of people didn't do. But Andrew Tate and Candace Owens flew out to Romania.
Oh,
That's how you got to do it.
You know what I mean?
That's how you got to do it.
Got an in-person
He
interview.
probably flew her out.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, I wouldn't put it against him, just for being the type of person he is.
If she asked, I mean, why?
But I mean, he did come up with a statement of like prior to that, it's like you have to have $50,000 if you want to do an interview. If you're like part of the mainstream media, you have to give them chocolates or things
Right.
like
That
that.
makes sense. Pay him because that's going to bring her so much.
No. She's not mainstream. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, he just said that to let the mainstream media know I'm not interviewing with you anymore. No one's going to pay his. They're not. No one's going to do it.
Yeah.
You ain't seen no interviews. He's only with PBD and Candace and Tucker. All the non-mainstream. So
yeah. So they did their interview and she asked similar questions to like the previous ones and he gave like similar answers. Then they started talking political stuff, like what sides he stands on. He's not a conservative, but a lot of his views align with conservative politics. And
Sounds like he's apolitical.
yeah, but he said he said he's more along the lines of a libertarian than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Which
That's
would be
apolitical.
kind of the kind of line that I would stride.
Yeah.
which I thought about for years.
straddling that.
Yeah, but some of the main questions that recently, some of the main topics that recently came out in regards to Andrew Tate was a lot of the information that was released as far as him, speaking privately and creating videos that talk about him manipulating women or doing things to make money off them, from like their OnlyFans and stuff like that. And he addressed that. He didn't address the text messages like specifically, but they went over that entire video. And then what he said is, yes, what he said in those videos, that's not anything that he's particularly proud of. And also what we have to keep in mind is that this video was taken 10 years ago. Like when he created this stuff, these were videos.
He's in his early 20s.
Right. He was like,
Right.
he's like 24,
Talking
25
reckless.
doing this stuff. And so he equated it to the fact that when you're a young man who's gaining money, of course you're going to have some level of cockiness and some level of immaturity when it comes to that. And so he said, yes, he was bragging and all this stuff. And it's not anything that he regrets doing, but it's something that he wouldn't do given his because you grow. You
Yeah,
grow out of things.
it's growth.
It's just part of growth. And he addressed that, and he said he's ashamed of that stuff, and he said
He said he was ashamed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said I'm ashamed of this, and he said I know the people who don't support him or like him are going to continue to bring this stuff up to bring him down. He said that's whatever. I don't care about what anyone else thinks about me. It's more about how I see myself based on this, and it like makes him cringe. And so he also stated that this has absolutely nothing to do with the current case that he's going through. So yes, the video that you can say it's immoral and all that stuff, but this is not the case that they're bringing forth. Any of that stuff has absolutely nothing to do with the current case that they're putting against him now. And so, he reiterated that and addressed those particular things so those didn't get conflated, because a lot of times people will conflate it because that information is more recent
and it's coming out now. I like it. I felt like there was an explanation for it, a reasonable explanation for it. To me, it's 10 years ago. Andrew Tate's not old. He's like 34. 10 years, he's 22. Well, that makes sense. A 22-year-old fighter who's getting money and getting girls, talking reckless, like
cocky as hell.
Like it makes sense. I've said reckless things before.
Woo!
It just so happens that
we ain't had cameras.
It just so happens that we weren't teaching it, or we weren't, so it's not recorded. Women do it too. And people do that. People talk reckless behind closed doors.
We all talk reckless in some, like, even if we went to, nigga, I probably talk the most reckless, but like if we're
like the cameras turn off.
Yeah, we talk crazy because we're comfortable with each other. We're not worried about offending someone or saying things a particular way, because we have a certain level of camaraderie and a certain level of respect and love and admiration, and we're just friends. And you're able to speak comfortably in a way that's not going to be acceptable in public atmosphere. And so those messages or those videos, they being made public, because the videos where he's, speaking, he said they only got like 28 views or like 58 views. And those were private videos. Those weren't videos that were out to the public. These were private videos. And so he said, of course, similar to what he said before, like if he has an audience of 58 views versus 58 million, there's a big difference in the type of message that he wants to convey and put out there to young man. And he always like focus on the message that he's putting out now. He's talking about not being okay with, porn and, having a low self-esteem and just being lazy. He's promoting to get after it, get active, get money. These are the things that he's consistently saying in multiple videos in the last 4 or 5 years. That's the message that he's consistently been saying.
And that right there, Mel, is a good point, because it's not just been the last 17 months.
Right.
He's been saying that for the past few years. And this is where, Abba and Preach, they kind of get cringe.
Yeah.
Because there was no context, because I watched their video and I was just like, I don't know about this. Because I'm listening. I've been following Andrew Tate for a couple of years now. Same thing with KS, you know what I'm saying? Like I was following them, not like watching their content every day.
Kevin Samuels.
But I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening, I'm paying attention, and I'm like, bro, I don't disagree with anything this man's saying. So I'm like, okay, it is weird that he's saying something contrary to what, but I was like, oh, it's 10 years old, and he was 22. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, and so, because, I seen that Abba and Preach thing, I was like, woo, this is a little rough here, it's kind of hard kind of hard.
They definitely, here's the part that bothered me about their stuff a little bit. They said, so this guy was, taking advantage of women, taking advantage of men through this porn industry. So he creates the problem, and now he's speaking against it. And I think Preach was like, yeah, so what you're saying is
that's actually pretty good.
So what you're saying is he got them addicted to porn, and then when they started having problems because of their porn addiction, then he is now teaching them how to rectify those problems. I was just like, dang, like, y'all are really painting the narrative right now. And it does look that way, the way you're painting
People
it.
already had them problems prior.
Well, of course.
I mean,
but I think Andrew Tate is the perfect person to talk about it because he saw it firsthand.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say he saw men liquidating their mortgages to pay for these girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, this is bad.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way in the entire scenario is that they are taking all the accountability from the woman. Like the woman doesn't have an option or a choice in anything. Mm-hmm. Like what option or what choice is she doing? Yes, she's
doing everything.
It's not like he's holding a gun to her head and say, "Hey, you must stop talking to your family and come live with me." These are choices that the women are making.
They're getting paid. They're happy.
They're making these choices on their own, like getting out of the family because their family is owning them from having an OnlyFans. You're the one who decided to have an OnlyFans. He's not making them. They're already doing an OnlyFans type job, and then he, presents an opportunity to make more and create more eyes. Never in those times did he force. Because the thing is, like, if you watch the entirety of the video, not just portions or clips, he literally says, don't force them, or don't, if they say they don't want to do it, okay, let them know that it's fine. You don't have to do it. If you're okay with leaving at any time, you can leave.
It's all about manipulation. He wants to mentally manipulate them. Look, what he was talking was like really old school grimy manipulation. And I think that's why it's so cringe for him. But listen, I'm sure we've all been there where we have dealt with women. See, women don't want to take accountability for taking a guy who's what would be considered a nice guy, and turning them into those monsters. Because I personally have dealt with, being the nice guy, buying the roses and all that stuff, and just getting laughed at, look like at like a fool. What do you think that does to a man's psyche? So of course now he's like, okay, I got a little leverage over these girls. It makes sense. But if you've never had that experience, especially if you're a woman, because it's a different experience for women, you can't even empathize. You're just like, oh, he's a monster.
And you can just even look at the hypocrisy that happens between the men and women when it comes to this particular subject in general. Andrew Tate leveraged a position of women gaining money.
Yep.
On the webcam and all that stuff, gaining an audience, gaining money. But then look at the flip side. Women throughout history consistently have been using men, taking men and saying, you know what, I'm going to take them for their money, use them, get them emotionally involved, divorce them, and take
all
everything that they're on. But it's legal, so it's okay. No one bats an eye about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, bro, what kind of world are we living in when some guy gets an influence, a powerful influence over someone and does the exact same thing?
Right. That they do to us.
I mean, it's not even the exact same thing.
It's probably even worse
for us.
because they have a law behind them.
Right.
I'm just like, bro, this is enforced in the political or in the law, the judicial system to make sure that men are, getting half their income.
Capsized,
like bro, like what is this? And so when people like to play sides on that, I'm just like, come on, you have to look at it from both angles and not just say that because he's smooth talking and he's a nice guy that he's like making them do something that's against their will. No, women do this. Like grimy, shiesty, dark, hard-hearted women. They do this. Period.
I mean, I have women, bro. You on the dating sites? I had an escort hit me up this week. 2 actually. Right? I mean, like they're out there. They do this on their own. He just provided a platform where he can help them do it and lead them, so they don't have to do it themselves.
Which isn't illegal.
What's the difference between a pimp and a pimp? It's the exact same thing.
Well, the big difference is the legality of it, right?
I'm just right. It's just one is legal, one's not.
He didn't do anything illegal, and he didn't hurt anybody. Now, is what he was saying and how he was manipulating girls and that was it maybe immoral?
Yeah.
Okay. But in a world where that happens, and once again, he is a result of the world that we live in. If women were just these princesses and always great and just always being taken advantage of the way that they want us to think, because that's how I grew up thinking, then it wouldn't be like this.
Is nobody saying nothing about Hugh Hefner? What you
exactly.
What you think is the difference? He's bigger than Andrew.
Oh,
like what? He's been pimping playboy for years.
I mean, it's even worse because he was probably an actual pimp.
Right, and he was actually having sex with them
Right.
and all this.
Right.
Y'all can miss me with that. Y'all just want something to be mad at.
Yeah, they want to paint Andrew Tate as some, I mean, a lot of stuff that he did back there, I wouldn't necessarily be like, hey, I'm okay with that.
Nah.
But he can acknowledge that for himself and say, yes, like this makes me, like I'm ashamed of that. But he don't regret any of it. It's just like when you come from where he come from and you're trying to survive, you have to do these things in order to put yourself in a position.
But at the end of the day, the message he's talking about today has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So it's like you could do that with anybody. Yeah. At one point in time, you know, I thought I was gonna be a Saiyan. Like I was practicing Kamehamehas. Like you gonna use that against me now?
You
and
don't think you could be a Saiyan no more, man? Shit.
No, I don't. I don't. The point is, people evolve, especially this 10-year time frame that we're talking about. You're talking about 22 to 32 or 30, whatever. Bro, that is a very significant time in a man's life. Men start to establish themselves as family men and stuff in their mid-30s. You talk like there's two different people. The life experience is so different. So the question is, bro, 10 years ago, I was an electrician. We were going out twice a week partying. I was buying VIP because I get so drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He even talked about, because Candace Owens brought it up, how they brought up an example of Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z back in the day, he used to sell drugs. He used to make raps and songs about selling drugs. And this was years ago. And so the Jay-Z now wouldn't be talking about that same stuff because Jay-Z then, they're two different lives, two different lifestyles, two different experiences, and you're at a different position. He's a billionaire. It would be stupid for Jay to be talking about, I'm about to sell these packs and flip these bricks and send them to the, you know what I mean? Because you're grown. He's elevated. Your mindset is changing. The message that you're putting out there to the people is going to be completely different because you're at a different stage in your life. So you can't hold someone to the torch for something that happened 10 years ago to what's currently happening today. People like to bring up the past to bring you down in the future. People like to bring
They did it to Kevin Hart.
Yeah. As far as like the apologizing to
the LGBT. Like, bro. Like, y'all, we know this is ridiculous.
Like they'll consistently try to find something, especially when you're who's on the level of Andrew Tate, who's influencing people to the masses. And so, yeah, man, I thought the Candace interview, I thought it was really good. It was like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours long.
I mean, you're not going out there for a 1 hour.
For like a 1 hour interview. Yeah, so yeah, man, definitely check it out. There's a lot more gems that were dropped. You know, he spoke a lot of stuff, but that particular point, as far as him addressing a video, I think that needed to be talked about just because a lot of interviews or that he has done, it's never been brought up. So, but he said he was an open book. Like, you can ask me absolutely anything. And he answered it, man. He didn't jump, dodge. He added a little more. And I'm just like, dude sounds legit to me, man.
Mel said he passed.
Hey, he sounds legit. Him and Candace. It's Candace. You know what I mean?
Candace is young too.
She's young, and she's also been in situations where her message has been taken out of context.
Right.
Like, cause she has this one video where she's drilling into like this dude. She's going in because they try to take her message out of context, and so she's related to a lot of things that Andrew has gone through because a lot of her messages have been taken out of videos. It was a 1 minute video clip that's been taken out of an hour-long process. It's like, bruh, you can paint this any way you like, man. But for those who want to check out that clip, go ahead and check it out. It's Andrew Tate and Candace Owens. They're mainly on her channel. You can check out her channel. Y'all have anything else y'all want to add? Any promotions or anything?
Nope.
You good, money? All right. Well, beautiful people, make sure you subscribe to the video. We love you. We appreciate you all rocking out with us. I am Animated Mel, Chris James, Stephen Michael. We will see you, beautiful people, next time.
Oh, God.
I gotta think about it for a second.
I'm trying to think if there's something else, but nah, y'all don't care about it. But peace and love. Holla.